I chose to look at the topic of depression in men, and I'm looking at depression as the continued state of men not feeling like they're enough, not feeling like they're strong enough, not feeling like they're good enough, not feeling like they are motivated to get through their day. And I think there's a perception that guys who are funny, lighthearted, or easygoing, that there's no way that they could have any pain or darkness behind the laugh or behind the smile. And I think it's time that we acknowledge that there are men out there who look comfortable, they look like they have it all going on for them. You would think that they're happy, but they're battling with some serious internal demons. Well, for me, this group of guys that we've been having conversations for the last few months, and I think there's a common theme that has been permeating throughout all those conversations. And that relates to the fact that men, and specifically men in Antigua, we aren't allowed to show weakness. We aren't allowed to look soft. So we do this thing where we grit our teeth and we bear it, we soldier on. And what that does, we battle things inside, we keep those emotions down. And I think as I've matured, as I've grown, I've kind of realized that that bottling up can sometimes manifest itself in some pretty destructive ways, whether it's in physical illness or mental illness or physical abuse to others, self-abuse, thoughts of suicide, and all these are issues that we have to acknowledge and find a way to address. My message to men who are battling depression would have two parts. First, it sounds cliche, but I would say you are not alone. For those of us that follow American pop culture, recently Kid Cudi, the rapper, he checked himself into a rehab facility after battling with depression and thoughts of suicide. And a few years back, we had Robin Williams, the comedian, who took his own life after his battle. And I mean, there are other examples abroad, there are examples here in Antigua of men who are dealing with some of these serious issues. And so if they can get through it, if they can deal with it, then, you shouldn't feel ashamed. You shouldn't feel like you're weak. You shouldn't feel like you're going crazy. And I think the second part that ties into part number one is that you should seek help. I think it's okay as men for us to say that we are not okay. And I want, my brothers to realize that it's okay to speak out. It's okay to reach out. If you've lost your job, if you're dealing with a divorce, whatever it might be, you can find somebody that you trust, whether it's a spouse, whether it's a relative, a parent, a pastor. There is somebody that you can reach out to and let them know, hey, I need help. I don't feel the way I used to feel. There's some type of emptiness inside me. And if we can get to that point as men, then I think we'll be able to realize, we're just in a dark place and we're not permanent in that dark place. We maybe just need a spark to get back to our light.